everybody, Chris and Hannah with Life 180, and we are here with Mr. Mike Wolf, and we're talking about cash flow and turnkey real estate. And so what I think the first question that people might be thinking if they're relatively new to the topic is, what exactly is cash flow real estate, and what is turnkey, and what are the differences?
Sure, well, cash flow basically means that your properties are giving you a paycheck at the end of the month.
Okay.
And so if you buy a property, obviously you've got rent coming in, and obviously you've got expenses that come out of that. You've got to pay your property management team, you got to pay insurance, property taxes, and if you're buying smart, hopefully at the end of the day, after you pay all those expenses, there's some money left over for you, and that allows you at least a little bit of freedom, because now your money is making you money instead of you trading your time for money.
Yes.
Also, if you're doing it, in my opinion, properly, you've got a team that's collecting the rent for you, and then it becomes now not just cash flow, but passive income, where it comes in effortlessly without you having to go chase after tenants, without you getting that call on Christmas Day at 2 in the morning about a furnace not working.
Okay.
So you want to basically have the money coming in effortlessly. You want it obviously to exceed your expenses. So that's what cash flow is. Now what turnkey means is basically you're buying a property that's already, everything's done for you. So in our case, we buy properties in bulk from the banks. We inspect them, we fix them, we put tenants in place. My property management team looks after the property for our investors. And the really cool thing is that, you know, a lot of people live in places where it's very hard to get cash flow. If you live in Los Angeles or San Francisco or Vancouver or New York, I can list off a million cities where if you're buying properties there, you're not getting cash flow. You're investing a lot of money to get a very low return on investment.
Right.
And as soon as you get your first repair bill, it's going to wipe out your entire profit for the year probably. So basically the advantage, one big advantage is you can now invest in cities where it makes sense, having a team professionally manage it for you, and that money comes in effortlessly at the end of the day. And that's what a turnkey property is.
Okay, so you're like A to Z. The turnkey is everything, and the cash
Everything.
flow is you're managing a lot of the things yourself still and taking on some headaches, but you're getting a check every month.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Difference.
I used to manage my own properties, and I make a lot more money having somebody else professionally manage the properties. Property managers only get paid if they collect rent. So I don't know if you're like me, but when I used to manage my own properties, I'm always like I always feel bad for the underdog.
You're Mr. Nice Guy.
So
aren't
the
you?
tenant,
Yeah.
you know, tenants will always say, "Oh, I get paid on Friday. Can you wait a few extra days?" And I always say yes. And then Friday would roll around. "Oh, guess what? My car broke down. Can I pay you in a few days?" Next thing you know, they're 2 weeks behind, they're a month behind, they're 2 months behind, and you're basically never going to see that money again, and you're going to have to go evict them. And by the time you get rid of them, they've probably trashed your home. It's a nightmare. Not only is it time consuming, it's really eating up your profits. You just don't know it until you've done it. So when you have somebody who's a professional managing it, they treat it like a business. They don't let the tenants get away with that sort of stuff. They only get paid if they collect rent. So they're much more diligent, and after you've done something for many, many years, you get much better at choosing good tenants and not feeling sorry for the one that gives you the sob story. So it's very important to have the right team, and so I really suggest that investors take themselves out of the equation, let somebody else who's a professional deal with all these things for you, and get paychecks while you're sleeping, while you're traveling, while you're enjoying time with your family, while you're volunteering, whatever it is that lights you up. That's what you should be doing, not chasing after tenants.
Awesome.
Yes,
Love
exactly.
it.
Turnkey is where it's at.
That's what it's
We're going
all
to learn
about.
more from Mr. Mike Wolf coming up next.